What is up, YouTube? AJ here again, playing Final Fantasy XI online, private server, CatsEyeXI. And we're gonna try our darndest to try to get some levels here. We're just gonna start. I think we're just gonna start killing everything. Just everything. We are going to. What's page 3? Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna kill everything. Meat jerky. Should probably get some more of that. At least we'll get some skill ups tonight. That'll be nice. Now I'm slightly worried about a bomb toss. Slightly worried about a bomb toss and then an aggro from that mugger right there. Kinda like that. Take a second to breathe. Oh, there's Sabrina. Make sure our white mage has enough mana. Because again, we're just gonna plow through some stuff here. Don't care what we fight, we're just gonna plow through it. Oh jeez, it's a nightmare. Okay, mugger it is. Touchy NP is garbage, huh? Keep that white mage busy. I'm good to go, but they aren't. And while we wait for them, let's take another look at Furman, GOV, Sandoria. Batwing. I mean, we're not going back to UGUT for a while. We might go back there. Might go back there. Basics, okay. Ambuscade. Intermediate, nope. Synthesis, don't care. Okay, Cookville license, oh yeah. There we go. Artifact. It is late. Or early. Oh, today is fallback too. I forgot about that. It is late or early in the morning. I really do. And I never hear sirens, and I hear sirens in the distance. One of the reasons that I moved here was one of the reasons I moved to where I moved was it's just so darn like quiet. Like when I say quiet, I mean like after 10 p.m. you don't hear shit. Like you don't hear like nobody's partying, nobody's shooting people, there's no police sirens, there's no fire sirens, there's no ambulance. It's just like so quiet. It's almost weird. And I moved from a place where my condo that I moved from, there were within 1 year 2 shootings within maybe 20 yards of my front door. I got kind of tired of it, you know. And the shootings were pretty easy to kind of like pinpoint and figure out a new family started renting a condo, like I said, 20 years from my place. And this new family, well, once they moved in, people were pulling in and out of the parking lot, mostly at night, staying for maybe 2 minutes at a time. So it was an obvious, like, I mean, to anybody that had eyes, they realized there was drug dealing going on there. But it's drug dealing, who cares, right? And yeah, no shooting, a couple of shootings. Nobody was killed, but At that point, you're like, okay, it's time for a change of scenery. And when I moved to that condo, what I always laughed about was when I moved to that condo, I was the problem because I stayed up late and, you know, I was a single guy that stayed up late. Maybe was a little bit loud. I revved my engine of my Mustang a little bit too much when I pulled into the condo parking lot. So I was the problem. I think looking back at that, a lot of people would have liked me to stay the problem rather than what the problem became. Okay, so 1,000. We need 5,000 for 23. It's almost worth it to see how long it takes for when I rest. I don't need to rest right now, but I'm worried about my white mage's trust mana. Kind of see what the difference is between releasing all of them and then bringing them all back. I'm starting to think releasing them and bringing them all back might be faster. But that kind of stuff is scary when when you have a kid. I mean, I grew up in a nice part of the state that I lived in the East Coast. But we were dumb kids when we were kids, and we'd go to bad spots, and it didn't really bother me. And it wouldn't really bother me if there was gunfire when I'm like a single guy. But at that time, yeah, the kiddo was like 1, and you're like, we can't have this, you know, like you read too many stories of like stray bullets just, you know, finding a kid in his crib. We're not gonna have that happen. And I was trying not to be. I even said to myself, "Don't be political," because it's not even like I'm political either way, because I think both sides are idiots. So I'm not like telling that story that like, oh my God, he wants gun control. No. Both shootings, I could almost. I don't know for a fact because I didn't check the serial number. But I'm guessing that both times that there was a shooting at that condo that I lived in, those guns weren't registered to the person firing them. Okay, so we're gonna release you guys. Don't worry, you'll be coming back. Tenzin, I said release. Okay, 23. Still 14 levels. Is a rabbit considered vermin in Final Fantasy XI? It is not. Okay, 24. I think we're gonna run back and get some crabs. I don't know if there's any other. I mean, there's the secret beach, but I feel like that side of the beach is a little bit higher. So, my samurai story, and I'm not sure how many people that may watch this remember like PS2 launch, but I remember my Link Shell name. I remember the Link Shell leader. I remember a couple of my buddies in that Link Shell. And I remember a lot of my enemies from that Link Shell. Probably won't use their real names if I ever need to talk about them. Or their in-game names, because I just don't want to. Just don't want to. but and it's one of those people that I actually don't remember his name. He was a samurai, and I don't know if it was like the two-hand weapon update later on in the game's life, or what. But Samurai, when the game came out in the US on PS2, Samurai was terrible. They said that's only a sub job. Never level it as a main job. And as kid that was in my link shell. I was like, well, I really want to play Samurai. That's all I want to play. I really enjoy it. And everybody was like, oh, you're an idiot. Sam's only a sub job. And I almost feel like Square Enix was like looking at that link shell chat, because at least in private servers, I don't know how it is nowadays, but Sam is like a super beast. Stinking private servers, like, you look at any end game link shell that's trying to kill something, have one or two darks and Sam, the rest of the DDs, mainly DDs at least. But good on that guy. I always remembered thinking that at the time too. Like, good for you, buddy. Don't let people tell you, like, oh, you shouldn't use Sam as your main job. It's ridiculous. Not to that extent, but sort of that extent. Again, I think I've said in this series, I was a dragoon, and before Treasures of Ot Urgan came out, dragoon was LOL DRG. Nobody wanted it. Didn't do enough damage. Then when Treasures came out, everybody wanted it. Piercing? Birds? Please? I kept with it though. I enjoyed it. And in retail back in like the early 2000s again, I had taken a break from the game. Not a significant break, maybe like 2 or 3 months. And this again is a way back in the day, so updates weren't, if they were even like released, they weren't really public knowledge. And I remember I was working on my warrior at the time, and right before I quit, I'd spent, I think, all of my money on a pair of Viking axes, and they were expensive. They were pretty darn expensive at the time. That I like, it was like all of my money, and then I was like, I just spent so many months, you know, like, or weeks farming enough money to get the pair of Viking axes. I need a break. The break was like a month or two. And I come back, And that is like the exact day that I came back was the exact day of the two-handed update. Before the two-handed update, warriors were pretty powerful, but they were powerful with dual wield. So it was like, it's like, oh, you spent, 200,000 on those Viking axes that are now basically worthless. Neat. Ooh. I got 2 levels. Why did I get 2 levels? Oh, that's why. Vanquish multiple enemies. Is there another one of those? Okay, looks like you have both of them at the same time. I'm okay with that. Did I ever get... I think that these are considered vermin, right? Did I ever get my 20 vermin? So yeah, I remember coming back the day of that update. And that character's name was Purgatory, and they were like, Purg, did you hear about the two-handed update? Your warrior's going to be so awesome now. And they were like, they weren't effing with me. They had no idea that I'd spent so much time trying to farm for the Viking axes. They knew I was like a great axe kind of guy. I was like, what do you mean? And they told me, and I'm like I wanted to quit right then and there. I really, really wanted to quit. But I had just started again, so I was like, nope, we'll make the best of it. Another thing, I think I mentioned this in... Oh boy, what's this? Dunes. Okay, 3 more flies. That's cool. And I've definitely mentioned the sheer, like, I mean, like, the internet wasn't what it is today back then. So the sheer, like, just not knowing things, like, people would just make up, they would make up stuff. They kind of do it now still, but they would make up stuff and they would kind of post it as, like, fact. One of the items that was made up and put out there as fact was that if you were a dragoon, your wyvern would grow with you. Like so, you call your wyvern when you're level 1, and by the time you're level 50, it's grown like 3 times in size. And by the time you're 75, it's a pretty big dragon right now. And people were putting that out there, and people like me were believing it, because why wouldn't I believe it? I'm like, that sounds pretty damn cool. Made sense, like, it made sense in the fact that, you got the thing as a baby, and now you're level 75. It took you a couple of months to get to level 75, so must have grown. Oh, stupid metal shears. I don't even know if Metal Shears aggroes, let's say. Nope. Good. I wouldn't even fight Metal Shears, I would just slap it. For being a terrible NM. You're a terrible NM, sir. And then just slap it. Alright, 10 more levels. Ten more levels. I mean, like, I think I'm gonna do some, like, NM camping on my, maybe I'll even do it before. Maybe I'll try to get a neck chopper before. But we're going straight up. Straight up to the top. Warrior. War Sam. I like that weapon skill. It sounds like laser beams. It pisses off people around you, though. Okay, where are we with the... And I forget where I was in kind of my lifespan of Final Fantasy XI. Okay, Aquins. Still need 7 more. Still need 3 more. Okay, whatever. And I don't know where I was in like my life of Final Fantasy XI. I think it was still in retail, and that's why you kind of thought they called stuff like Dark Knight, Samurai, Dragoon, Corsair. They called them advanced jobs or advanced classes. I forget what they called them. It was always just advanced though, so I'm like. So you're like, okay, these are advanced, so like, sorry if you leveled your, your monk to level 75. It's not advanced. You just can't hang with these advanced classes. That's what I kind of thought. Well, I did think that for a long, long, long time. And then I was like, I was a pretty geared. I think it was a Dragoon or a Sam. I was pretty geared. I wasn't it wasn't super amazing, but it was very respectable. And I was in like a merit party or maybe an Archangel mission party. I think it was an Archangel mission party. And this warrior was doing like utterly insane damage. Just insane damage. Like he was like doubling my damage. And I'm like, oh, he must have such good gear. And it was, no, he was just He's probably worse gear than me, but like the fight was perfect for him. But even if it wasn't, it made me realize that, like, holy shit, you know, like, that's what started me with my monk kick. I blame that time for my monk kick, because I went on a monk kick for like about 10 years, where all I would do is just level monk from different times in the game. Third eye. Oh, no. I think it's not third eye. Yeah, that dirty, dirty monk. And I got to have a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun on monk, like just silly fun. I never got it like. Okay. 2,000 experience points. I'll take that. I was kind of expecting that. Another copper voucher. For vermin. Okay. Yeah, I have been slowing down because it is late and I am tired. But I mean, like, just, if you keep on just updating these records of eminence and these books, like, what was like 2022? For like 7 levels in less than an hour? That is something else. Okay, 5 and 5 over there. Alright. Let's kill this bat right here. Give me your wing. Bat Fang? Really? Okay. Okay, so I think we can hit these. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this last page. So we're going to kill these 3 snipers, or snippers. Get 5 more flies. Run over to the outpost. Log out. That is... I think we'll be at least level 30 by then. I think we might be at least 31. 17 sparks, so almost 30k sparks. Unity's getting up there too, 27. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, 1. I would like to check the kind of the idea behind Sam back in PS2 days to see why it was so bad, because everything, well, I guess this is far beyond PS2 days, but the tools are just so good. I don't know. The pages may not. Okay, so I should get the shot ring. Ekid, shot. Hmm. Okay, so we go back. Let's go back. And I think we do. I think we go switch to /thief, obviously. At 15. Oh boy, we are filling up here. So 30. I think we should also check the Sparks vendor for a level 30 great katana. Made that more confusing than it actually was. Okay, so switch to thief. Go to the Sparks dealer. We have a lot of junk. A whole lot of junk. Okay, great katana. 6, 7. Okay. Pseudo? No. So what in the world is going on here? Why? Huh. Well, if that's the case, then there's our level 30 spear. Okay, 34. No, jeez. I hate you so much. Let's go ahead and buy that. Oh no. Okay, so I did not talk to the captain. Well, that's what mounts are for. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening, good day, good morning, whatever you are, and take her easy.